Today, you are going to meet one of my students, Jason. Before joining my program, Jason had already memorized more than 700 Chinese characters. But despite all that effort, he still struggled to speak Mandarin and have real conversation with native speaker. Fast forward 4 months, and that's no longer the case. Today, Jason can constantly hold conversation in Mandarin with native speaker. In this video, we will talk about his learning journey, what he struggled with before, what made him join the program, the doubts he had at the beginning, the moment he realized this is working, and what helped him make such incredible progress in just about 4 months. But first, let's hear Jason introduce himself in Mandarin.
Hello, my name is Ginny. I'm a Mandarin coach. I help Mandarin beginner who struggle with tones and pronunciation, fast-track their progress, and finally start speaking Mandarin confidently. Over the past year, I worked with students who start from completely zero and help them reach their first 5-minute Mandarin conversation in about 3 months, without drowning in hundreds of characters, difficult grammar rules, or endless memorization, saving them years of unnecessary time, effort, and frustration.
叫杰森，我是澳大利亚人，我住在斯温顿，斯温顿在悉尼的北边。我今年52岁了，我老婆叫凯西，她也是澳大利亚人。我们有很多孩子。我在澳大利亚做建筑工作，我工作32年多了。我学习中文有一段时间了。我每天学习中文，我每天都坚持学习。
You just heard Jason introduce himself in Mandarin. Pretty impressive, right? Now, let's hear the story behind his incredible Mandarin journey.
I want to talk about your journey, all right? So,
Okay.
What was your situation with this learning Chinese before? What were you doing before you joined the program?
Well, before joining this program, I'd done quite a lot of studies. But there was a lot of them were structured, but I kept bouncing around, and my biggest problem was I was wanting to start talking, but characters just weren't giving me that. I was learning characters and words, but I was having problems stringing them together and speaking them. And some of the platforms that I was on were good for learning words, but I was always missing that little link, and that little link was putting them together. In other words, making them into sentences in my head and being able to remember them. So that's what I was doing before I joined this program or your program.
Yeah. So how long did you do that before you joined?
Good year and a half.
A year and a half. Okay.
Good year and a half, yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about learning the words and character and all that.
Yeah.
So could you speak at all at that time?
No. I knew sounds. I knew some tones. I had done a tonage course, but it still wasn't feeling right.
Okay,
so no, I could speak like single words.
Yep.
But put them together and not a chance.
Basically, you can't speak anything.
Nope.
Okay, so what made you decide to join my program then?
When I was seeing the results on your advertisements on YouTube, I'd invested a lot of money so far, and when I seen your advertisement and the reviews that your students were getting, it was like, why not? Just give it a crack. What can I lose? I've already tried everything. So I reached out, and and straight into it. Yeah.
Okay, so how fast did you realize it start working, it start clicking? So after you joined my program?
On the second day at least.
On the second day?
That fast, honestly.
Wow.
It was, it's totally structured different. from the daily accountability,
Yeah.
and daily feedback from the content that you've got to post back. It was pretty well much straight away, not even 2
Wow.
days.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't know it was that quick, but
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Were you
Mm.
skeptical at all before you joined the program? Like
Of
when I tell
course,
when I tell you when I say, okay, Jason, you're gonna be speaking 5 minutes, for 3 months, were you even saying like, that's
you
not
know
gonna
what?
happen?
Yeah, I was like, nah, man, I've had everybody promise me this, and no one's been able to help me yet. You know,
Really? So
I,
you
I,
do
was, I
have
was, I
people.
was, I was skeptical at first. I was like, nah, but I was at that point. It was either give up or try something new. So
Right. Okay.
I,
I didn't
I,
know
I,
that.
I
So
joined.
yeah.
I joined and seen amazing results so far. Mm.
Awesome. Okay. So well, I didn't know that part. You said like you got promised and never achieved that. All right. So
Yep.
now we're talking about achievement. So tell me what's your achievement right now because it's after 3 months now.
So what I can do now?
Yeah. What can you do
Well,
now?
I can hold at least a basic conversation. Sometimes I might have a little error here and there, but my mind picks up on that error basically straight away
Yeah.
and correct yourself. So I can hold a basic conversation. Um, it's probably even more than basic because the words that I've learnt and the vocabulary that I've learnt through your platform, you can create hundreds of sentences with the small amount of words that we've got. So over time, it's just going to get better and better. But yeah, I now have confidence to go up to native speakers and start a conversation up. Um, I went out last week and done that.
Yeah. Tell me
10,
a bit. Yeah. Tell me a
10,
bit more of that.
10 people in Chinatown, Sydney markets. Yeah, was I scared or nervous? Yeah.
Yeah.
But after the first two, it was like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with this? Let's just go.
So what did you do? So tell me a bit more. What did you talk to them and what's their reaction?
I asked them their name.
Yeah.
I didn't really ask them their age because I
Yeah.
thought that was a bit rude
Yeah.
to
Yeah. That's
ask
right. Yeah.
a Chinese lady their name, but asked them their name, their job, whereabouts in China they're from,
Yeah.
whereabouts in Australia they're living, what do they do,
Yeah.
how many hours they work of the day, if they've got kids, if they're married,
Yeah.
if their children study locally or overseas.
Wow.
Um, they're just structures that are now built within my head from the
Yeah.
words that I've learned through your program.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing. It's
So what's people's
uh,
reaction?
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, fantastic! Look, some of it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. Some of
That's
them weren't as good as others. Some of them were that good that uh, uh, me and my wife actually got invited back for lunch the next day to a person's house, which we went to, which was really good, eh?
you just talked to that lady for the first time because you have the conversation that well. So she invited you and your wife to her place for dinner. That's
Yep,
absolutely amazing. So
yep,
you literally fly to Sydney again just because of that.
yep.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's amazing. Oh.
I'm going to do it again. Try and set that goal of each day talking to as many people as I can. So yeah,
That's awesome. So you're
yeah,
quite confident what you're doing now. You're not like scared. I just go there and I can just speak those things out.
that's right. Yep,
That's
yep.
awesome. That's awesome.
Mm.
So a lot of beginners like you, they will always
Right.
start from words or characters first. Well, what do you think of that? But then their goal is actually speaking though.
Look, yeah, if your goal's just speaking, then you're wasting your time just using characters. But here's the big thing: some characters have multiple meanings, or multiple characters have the same sound,
Hmm.
right? So it's part and partial. You need to know a little bit of each. But if you're coming in this program just to speak, it's going to help you to start at that ground level, and then you can learn characters afterwards. So it's not imperative that you know characters straight away.
So basically, you're saying you don't have to need characters to speak. Is that correct?
Correct.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
because I think a lot of students pure beginner, but somehow they just get the idea I gotta have
learn this character first. I don't know where that coming from, but it just in their brain, okay, that's why Chinese is so bloody hard. I gonna remember 300, 600. So, but yeah, that's what I want them to know because I know you learned the characters before, but I think also helping them to know they don't really have to. They can just speak without character, right?
That's right. They can speak without characters, yeah. And some people have trouble retaining their characters. So, as for the requirement of needing to have the characters to talk, no, that's not true. You can talk, you can learn to talk. Kids learn to talk before they learn characters.
Correct.
Kids learn pinyin. Then they do kindergarten stories and poems and songs before they even worry about doing a character. So,
How many
you know,
characters did you learn before you joined the program?
I think it's around 700.
You know 700 characters. Wow. But
Yeah.
you speak 0 sentence.
But back then, like I was struggling to make sentences. There were sentences there for me to be able to make within the platform that I was on, but the guidance was never there for me personally to be able to structure the sentences properly. No. So, and that's where I think this platform sort of has risen right up above a lot. It's that one-on-one. It's that you need to find a good teacher to be able to learn correctly. That's what I'm trying to say. And I do believe you are an amazing teacher for the speaking part. Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jason. You also, it's not just me, it's teamwork. So if the students do not willing to put the effort, they will not get the result like you. So I will say it's a teamwork. I'm willing to teach and you're willing to learn and put the effort in there. So thank you as well for these 3 months. All right, so one last thing. So if you can just give one tip to the Mandarin beginner, just one, what would you say to them?
Show up every day.
Show up every day. Yes, be consistent. I love that. All right, that's so good. Thank you so much, Jason. Thank you.
Jason's story showed what is possible with the right system and consistent practice. 4 months ago, speaking Mandarin felt out of reach. Today, he's having real conversation. So if you'd like to start your own Mandarin journey, I have included the detail of my Mandarin Breakthrough program in the description below. I'd like to help you to become the next success story. So see you next time.